Hi there, it's your second favorite Johnny, with a little Cubase nugget. Over the course of the years, I saw several people discussing over and over again the ability to be able to return to the start position when they stop Cubase. That is, I start the playback, and when I stop the playback, the cursor would return to the start position. And there is a mode for this in Cubase, and with Cubase 13, it has magically moved into a menu from the Preferences dialog. It has moved to the Transport menu, and you can find it here on Start Mode in the submenu, and then it's the last one here, and it's called Return to Start Position on Stop. Now, if I switch on, or if I toggle this mode to on, I get the message. And now I start and stop, and the cursor will jump back to its starting position. Fine. But what if I want to have both at the same time? I want to be able to use this, and I want to be able to use this. Well, I would have to toggle the command, and there is a key command for this, so I need to toggle that all the time, back and forth, back and forth. But if you have ever been working with a video editor, you might have probably come across the fact that there you have both possibilities at the same time, and you don't need to toggle between them. You just use two different key commands for stopping, actually. And you can do the same in Cubase. And here's how you do that. First of all, you switch this one off. Make sure this one is not engaged. We're not going to use that one. So by default, you have to have this behavior. We're starting, we're stopping, and the play cursor will just remain where it is. Start, stop. This is the mode that you need to be on. For the other one, we will make ourselves a little key command. And for this to work, I will just do some magic. I will engage, I will press stop, and I will open my key commands. And usually Cubase remembers the last functionality that that you used, and it will display that in the key command dialog. So the last thing that I did, I was actually pressing stop, but not with my space bar. That would be this start stop. But there's a dedicated stop. And this is on numpad 0 for me. I think it's there by default. For as long as I can remember using Cubase, it's always been there. But for you, it might be different. Anyway, you get to it if you use this technique that I just talked about. So stop, that it is. We are going to create ourselves a macro now. A macro to emulate the mode that we just turned off. New macro. Just rename that. I will just give it these underscores so that it ends up on top, and return to start position on stop. And I do have, oh, it just moved here a little bit. Well, there you go. This is the one I need. So this is the first command that we need, the stop command, the dedicated stop command. Add command. And then the next one that we need, and I can just use the keyboard stuff in here because I know my key command for it is called transport return to start position. If I could only see it, that would be awesome. I don't know why it's not showing me. Ah, there it is. Return to start position. And that's the next one that I need. So this is my macro. First, I'm going to stop, and then I return to start position. And we're going to assign that a key command. Clicky here. I will just use something that I know it's available to me. And that's really it. And now I have both at the same time. I can use the start stop like this. Or I can go like this. Without having to change anything. The key command, of course, I can put at my disposal. If you're coming from the video editors, you might want to put the start stop, which is now on the spacebar. You might want to put that on the K key, I think it's the usual key for those people, for the video people. And this new macro that we now just developed, we're going to put on the spacebar instead. And then you have the best of both worlds. And make sure to really not use this mode. As tempting as that might seem, that gives you only one of the two options. But if you want to have both, then better to use the macro that I just showed you. I hope that helps, and see you next time.